إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is our qudwa, is our role model and example in all affairs. Yes? And so we look to him not just in how to live as a human being, but as to also how he treated other people. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he famously states in a hadith, انزل الناس منازلهم, or انزل الناس منازلهم. Treat people according to their statuses. Treat people according to their statuses. Meaning, this is a great lesson in showing ihtiram and respect towards other people. The Prophet ﷺ, he tells us, لَيْسَ مِنَّا, he is not from us, مَنْ لَمْ يُوَقِّرْ كَبِيرَنَا. He is not from us, from this nation, he does not represent me, the one who does not respect the elderly people. And the Prophet ﷺ, he says, مِنْ إِجْلَالِ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى إِكْرَامُ لِلشَّيْبَةِ الْمُسْلِمِ. From glorifying Allah Azza wa Jal is that you show respect to a person that is older than you. And the Prophet ﷺ, when describing the best of people, he said, مَنْ طَالَ عُمُرُهُ وَحَسُنَ عَمَلُهُ. The best person is the one who lived a long life and his life was full of good deeds. The Prophet ﷺ also says, الْبَرَكَةُ مَعَ أَكَابِرِكُمْ, that the blessings are with your elderly folk. And so there's a missing thing within the Muslims, and that is that aspect of showing ihtiram. If you look at the Western culture, there's no respect given to the elderly people. Look at what TV portrays of fathers. You'll find that the fathers are usually portrayed as fools, idiots, uninvolved with their children's lives. But that is far from what Islam is supposed to be. The father is the leader of the household, and he has a sense of waqar in the house. When he speaks, he is listened to. When he commands his children, they listen. And once you strip that away, you break apart the family unit. And same thing with the mother. If the father shows no respect to the mother in front of the children, then what is going to happen? The children are not going to show ihtiram towards their mother. She's going to speak and speak and speak, and they will never listen. And the same thing applies not only to the father and the mother, but also even the teachers, the religious leaders, people of authority, even cops, right? If we strip away the ihtiram that is supposed to be given towards them, it will cause chaos in society. If you have a teacher where students do not listen to him, what will they learn? How could you expect to learn when you do not listen to your teacher? How could you expect there to be order in society when cops are not listened to? Just examples. So we have to show ihtiram and respect and treat people according to their statuses. And then the Prophet ﷺ, he says, لَيْسَ مِنَّا مَنْ لَمْ يُوَقِّرْ كَبِيرَنَا وَلَا يُرْحَمْ صَغِيرَنَا. He is not from us the one who does not show respect and honor the elderly folk, and the one who does not show mercy to our young people. The Prophet ﷺ was also a role model and example in that. When he was kissing his grandson, a Bedouin man saw him and he said, I have so many children, I have never kissed any one of them. And then the Prophet ﷺ, he says, مَنْ لَا يُرْحَمْ لَا يُرْحَمْ. The one who does not show mercy will not be shown mercy by Allah Azza wa Jal. And so it's a two-way relationship. And the society or the community that we should be living in and that we should thrive to cultivate is a community that shows respect towards each other. Because if there's no ihtiram, it's just going to melt away, because nobody wants to be in an environment where there's no respect shown to them. If you come to the masjid and you feel disrespected, would you want to come? No. If you want, would you want to go home to your family when you feel that you are disrespected there? No. Would a teacher want to teach his class if his students are disrespecting him? No, right? And so we have to be that community that thrives to teach the next generation what it means to show ihtiram. Because the generation now, they do not have any idea of what it's supposed to be. If you look back home, in the Middle East, in parts of Africa, in Pakistan, how much respect is shown to the elders. As soon as you enter the house, go give salam to your grandmother. Nowadays, do they even know who the grandmother is? Do they visit her? Do they even care about her? Do they even ask about her? No, they don't. But so these things that we see, what we have seen in our culture, many of them stem from Islamic principles and guidelines, showing ihtiram to the father. When he speaks, you do not speak. When he tells you something, you just listen, you stay quiet. Otherwise, you're going to get a slap, right? And that's how it should be. And that's how it should be when we show respect to our elders. So that same environment that many of us have had experienced overseas and in our own countries, we need to keep that alive now. We cannot let this society, this degenerate society, take away that aspect of showing ihtiram to people in leadership, people of authority, people that are older than us. And again, we should show mercy to our children as well, because if we do not show mercy to them and we are not kind to them, again, it's a two-way relationship. You cannot expect to be respected if you do not show that mutual respect. Respect your children, and then you will, inshallah, receive that respect as well. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.